everybody. My name is April Marie. Thank you so much for joining us. I am here with KJ. How are you doing, KJ?
I'm good. How are you?
I am blessed and highly favored. How's the bubble so far?
It's been good. We started off with a loss, but last night we bounced back and got a W, and we have a bunch of games ahead of us. So we're gonna keep getting better day by day and try to get these W's.
Yeah, most definitely. And you're in Disney World. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
Like,
and we're in
that's
Florida.
right.
Yeah, the weather's good and everything, so no, it's fun.
That's awesome. That makes me really happy to hear. So we'll go ahead and talk a little bit about your background. So you did grow up in Los Angeles as the son of a former NBA player, Kenyon Martin. What was your earliest basketball memory?
Since I can remember, really, like any chance I had to fly out to my dad or go to practices or games and stuff like that, I was always there. So really since I really could start going. Like there's been old interviews and stuff from when I was a baby on the podium with him and everything. So since a young age, I've always been around it, and it's something that I always knew I wanted to do. So being around him and everything just kind of helped me to this point. Just seeing how guys, how hard they work, and just how dedicated they are. So it was fun growing up being around them.
And is that kind of where your love for basketball began? Was attending those games and stuff?
Yeah, no, seeing like the environment and everything, just all the fans, and like I said, seeing those guys work and actually put it to show during those games and stuff, it kind of just stuck with me and something that I always wanted to do. Uh, if I'm not playing basketball, I'm most likely watching basketball at home. So I'm just always around it, trying to keep my mind on it.
And one thing I do think it's important to mention is there are a lot of people who like to compare you to your dad. But I think it's also important to recognize that you're your own person and everything that you've been able to accomplish,
Yeah.
you've done that yourself. How are you able to handle those comparisons?
Um, I mean, really, like me and my dad obviously have the same name, but I always tell people my name is KJ. Just, I mean, it's just that's my dad. We have the same name, but I just try to be myself. And obviously, it's gonna be comparisons and stuff that I took from his game, but also he just taught me the things that he didn't do well, and I try to learn off of that and really focus on those other things also. So all the stuff like defending and all that stuff I kind of took from him, and offensively just trying to expand my game more than he did. So that's just my whole thing with the comparison.
And in saying that, aside from being a successful athlete, what would you say then separates an athlete from the sport? Like, what is an athlete outside of sports?
I mean, outside of sports, like really just like being on the court and stuff, it's like the other stuff that comes with it, like really taking care of your body and stuff like that is like what people don't see the other side of it. Like going in, making sure you stay ready, your body's ready. There's a lot of games, obviously, lots of traveling and stuff, and that takes a toll on your body. And also just staying mentally stable. So just all those things is really like outside of actually being on the court is something that we really got to focus on. And it's kind of the biggest thing. Like we put in the work and all this stuff, but just taking care of your body and stuff and being ready, that's probably the hardest thing to do. So that's the biggest thing outside of the court, I think, that we really focus on.
But then who is KJ Martin when the ball stops bouncing?
I mean, I play a lot of video games. People just see me from the basketball court, just how serious, and I seem always angry and stuff like that. But I'm a real chill dude. Uh, I chill at the house a lot. I don't do much.
A
Yeah,
homebody?
yeah, I'm homebody. Like, I don't do that much. Have guys come over, play a video game and stuff like that. Watch TV. Just normal, really. Like everyone thinks like basketball players just do everything differently than a normal person does. By the end of the day, we're all people. Like we just do the same thing everyone else does. So not that I don't do that much.
And there's actually a quote that I recently read and it really caught my eye and it read, always a student, never a teacher. In saying that, what would you say basketball has taught you about life up until this point?
I mean, just really like I have the opportunity to play, like do something that I love every day. And you know what I'm saying? Like not a lot of people could really do that. Like some people work jobs may not be their favorite, but it still may be supporting them. But I'm doing something that I love and it really supports me. And it kind of just, you know what I'm saying? Just show me not to take stuff for granted. I meet a lot of different people from a lot of different places and stuff like that also. So it's great to build those relationships with people, just not for now, for the future. Like you may never know down the road. like a business partner. Like you don't know what they could be doing 30 years from now. So it's just like a great opportunity all around, just getting to meet people and to be in a great situation where you want to be at.
But even for those people who have the privilege of being able to do what they love, like the way you do to play basketball, it still gets tough. I'm pretty sure you have those days where you're like, I don't feel like going to practice, or tonight wasn't my best game. In those moments, who would you say is somebody that you kind of think about and say, hey, this is a reason why I'm longing for success?
Yeah, I mean, like the past couple games offensively, I didn't play as best as I could, but I just kind of just. I mean, my dad always told me like basketball isn't just one side of the floor. Like there's still defense. So I was really trying to impact the game on that end. So kind of when I'm not having a good game or whatever, I just kind of think to what he told me and everything, and just really focus on. I'm saying just being the best defender I can and just my effort, because not like your effort has nothing to do with you playing good or not. It's just like if you come out and you play hard and whatever, that's something you can control. So just listening to him, all the stuff he's taught me and other guys told me things growing up, I kind of just keep that in the back of my mind always.
And how do you kind of close out that noise that's around you?
Yeah, no, it took me a while, like going through high school and stuff like that. Like obviously everyone knew who my dad was and everything, so it was just always a thing. But kind of once I got to like my senior year, I would say I kind of just like me and Scotty Pippen and stuff playing on the same team, so we kind of in the same boat, like just with our dads playing in the NBA and stuff, and it was just always people trying to put us on a pedestal and stuff like that. But it was kind of just something that like I understood that is just something that's just what it is. And I mean, I have an advantage over other people. A lot of people don't have a dad that played in the NBA for 15 years and has that experience and have an opportunity just to teach you every day. So I kind of just thought about it that way and just took it with me.
And this is only the start for you, KJ. I mean, you're going to continue to reach milestones. And in saying that, how important is it then to keep kind of like a tight knit circle?
Yeah. No, for sure. Like always, even growing up and stuff, like I always had, I don't keep a lot of people around me. Like I have a good amount of like friends. Like I just have good close friends that I've known for a while from like seventh grade and stuff. And some friends I met from like IMG my past year and stuff like that. So I just keep like what I'm saying, people around me that are like genuine and just true friends that look at me just as KJ, not just a basketball player really. And the same for
Right.
them. So yeah, no, I just keep that tight circle around me. I mean, I talk to him every day, and we just talk and everything. But I feel like it's good to have those friends around you. Just what I'm saying, you can talk to whenever. Sometimes you don't feel like talking to your mom or your dad all the time. You just have those couple friends where you could talk to. So it's good having those tight circles.
For sure. And again, with somebody who has such a big name tied to him, how do you then foresee you utilizing your platform to kind of influence your generation and generations to come?
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, just my like social media platform and stuff. I know there's a bunch of younger kids and stuff. Whether it's a lot of them obviously play basketball, but in any sports really, like I kind of just social media and stuff. That's what I kind of just do it for them. Like they like seeing my highlights and stuff like that. So any opportunity I have to meet younger kids or whoever it may be, just saying hi and having a conversation with them, I know will make their day, and that's something that I like really like to do. Like people don't see that side of it like outside of basketball, just inspiring kids and just giving them the hope. Like I was in the same position as them one day, wanted to play a sport, and like just because my dad was good at basketball, it didn't make me good. So like you have the opportunity just to work every day, and there's people that have been in your position. So just being there for them and just keep going, keep playing hard, and showing them highlights and stuff, and kind of inspire them just to know that they can do it also. So it's fun.
And you are still extremely young. Again, this is only the start of your career. But ultimately, when your career does end and you look back, what would you have wanted to accomplish?
For me, it's just winning a championship, win as many games as possible, and being around like a great group of guys, and being known as, what I'm saying, like a good dude to be in the locker room with is my main thing. So just being on a winning team, winning as many championships as possible is something that always going to be my goal every year. And like regardless of anything, a win is a win. and that's my main focus. And winning a championship would mean the world to me. So at the end of my career, win as many championships as possible, be the best teammate and a great locker room dude.
Well, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you for taking the time to speak to me, KJ. We're very excited to continue to see your growth throughout your career and, of course, in the bubble. So we'll be rooting for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.